Yo, open books to Genesis, that street life with benefits. Got complex with dividends, we live it up and we get it in. Got fair chances, no state time, got dope crossing those state lines. We took yours, I make mine, got blunts passing, we stayed high. Street lights, they calling me. East side was all of me, and all those who follow me could never see me falling beat. Got no bail, put your head down. Got calendars next to the bed now. That cell change, we don't ever doubt. They fucked up when they let me out, cause I hit the streets with a vicious blow. Mouthpiece, keep vicious flow. Got no business with a listen though. If I spit quick, you listen slow. Straight misfit, ain't no saving. That big lick, got motivation. That pimp shit, no hoe chasing. Kid, stick with me, you'll go places. My chick test, put chest on it. Suplex and a rest on it. Holy water, I bless on it. It's a hot mess when I flex on it. But hair did, unique sheen. So dirty, my teeth clean. God body, know what I mean? Cream soda, 316.
If you don't know, now you know. My boy Cream Soda. Hopefully he moves out to Cali.
Do the whole thing? My fault. All
Yeah.
praises do I. Bow down to the third eye.
If you want more Cream Soda, go to Spotify and check him out. That is my boy. He's also got a podcast that he rips on, and we are going to do a collab with him, too, because he's such a funny guy. But also check him out. He's on Instagram, too, Cream Soda. I can't remember his actual Instagram handle, but I'll tell you right now.
And it's Cream Soda with a K.
Yeah, Cream Soda with a K, and I love it because my favorite drink is what, Marissa?
A cream soda.
Cream soda.
I was going to say, how funny is that?
And I swear, like, we literally, like, talk a lot. So he's super cool, though. Love this guy. Be on our show. But anyways, yeah, special shout out to Liquid Death for murdering our thirst with an axe right through the heart. And I'm drinking a big fat jug of that thirst right here, baby. Liquid Death. Marissa's got a can behind her, too. We got a podcast. We're starting a new podcast called NASCAR, where we switch hats every 30 seconds.
Yes.
And each one has some sort of a label on it.
Yeah, and it'll be very interesting.
Yeah. So, well, welcome to the session of the podcast where we get into the irritating things. Let me get situated in my motherfucking chair.
Is that what's irritating you?
Yes.
Your chair?
My fucking chair.
Well, for the next 30 minutes of our show, we're going to be talking about why Adam's chair irritates him.
We're going to talk about what's irritating us.
Shit is getting real.
Money.
Pay me my
Money.
please.
Yeah, I have lots of things that are irritating.
You know, we do have a couple things this week. Every week there's going to be a different irritation segment. We're repurposing this podcast to move along a little faster and have a little more purpose to it so you guys can stay tuned. So, moving right along, welcome to the Highly Irritable Hour, where we have a purple light on. It's not really purple. And we've moved Groku out of the spotlight and put Yoda in the spotlight. And we are going to talk about what is irritating. And let me tell you something about what is irritating us right now. And that would definitely be what, Marissa?
Well, lots and lots and lots of things.
Well, we're going to have to go off the list.
Yeah. For starters, let's talk about our children and their naps.
Naps.
Yeah, naps.
Let me tell you why naps are irritating. Because you're fucking damned if you do, and you're damned if you fucking don't. It's one of those things that you just can't get around.
And why is that, Adam? I mean, you think your child taking a nap would be the best thing on planet Earth. So why is that irritating?
Well, number one, I know these parents that always say, "Oh no, my child takes a nap directly at noon, between noon and 1:30, and they always take their nap on time, and they go to bed at 7:30. Well, it must be nice to have the fucking most perfect drawn-up children in the fucking planet Earth, because not mine. Mine take a nap whenever the fuck they want, and number two, if they do take a nap, they end up staying up all motherfucking night.
And that's not an exaggeration. Our child is awake right now. being kept occupied by YouTube on my phone.
No,
and
that's not true. We duct taped him and we tied him to the fucking bed so he can't move. He's currently screaming, but you can't hear him because we had noise deadening microphones.
CPS has entered the chat.
Pretty much.
And by the way, it is 11:45 at night. Did he take a nap today? He
No.
sure as shit did.
Well, he took 2.
Yes. So this is what we get.
This is what we get. And here's the flip side to the nap. And this is for more parents than just us. And I know that's true because, you know, parents relate on every level. And every time you get into a conversation with a parent, they've experienced what you've experienced because they go, oh, you don't even know the half of it. Wait till this happens. Ugh. But here is the reason why naps suck. Because, number one, if they do nap, they stay up all night. Number two, if they don't nap, because we are the type of parents that like to make plans where we say, don't let them sleep because we're getting it in tonight. I'm getting in that pussy like a fucking freight train tonight. I'm going to pound that shit for 2 minutes straight, and then I'm going to go take a shower and fall asleep. And you know what happens is they end up being little dicks the entire day. And then people say, oh, they look tired. And oh, your kids are tired. Let them they need a nap. You know what? Go fuck yourself, Susie. I need to get in that pussy, and I want the pussy. So naps are fucked up, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
And they're fucked if you're an adult, too, because Marissa and I try to take a nap, and we get dicked by the kids because they won't let us sleep. And then if you do get a chance to sleep, when you wake up because they wake you up startling, you end up getting groggy and have a fucking headache, and you feel like you're hungover.
Correct.
Does anybody else relate to this?
Well, I sure as shit do. I know that I've had to start texting you to schedule dick appointments.
You got a dick appointment?
I will text him, and I was like, hey, it's your wife here. I'm just texting to schedule a dick appointment.
Kids are asleep.
Right. And then I find myself on a daily basis having to decide by 12 o'clock if I'm going to want to have sex tonight.
Isn't that shitty?
I mean, how the fuck do I know at 12 in the afternoon if I'm going to want to bang later on? You know, half of the time they take a nap, and then I'm like, God damn, like they really should not have taken a nap today.
It's unbelievable how dumb naps are and how overrated they are. Why can't kids just be happy eating sugar and staying up until 7?
Okay,
I don't get it.
No. Why couldn't we just make the perfect children?
I get it, yeah.
Maybe it's just us.
Why can't we have Susie's children who take a nap every day at 12:30 and wake up at 1, and then
what are we doing
they're
wrong?
perfect children, and at 7 o'clock after their perfect little meal, they eat every piece of dinner on their plate. They hop down from the table. They say, I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad. I am now going to go to my bed, and I'm going to lay down, and I'm going to read myself a story and go to sleep.
We had Marianne on the wrong episode.
Yeah.
Because this is what I needed the advice on.
Yeah, how do you get your little fuckers to nap?
And I did not think about asking her this at the time.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a real deal.
Yes. But I have come up with solutions that I'm going to try. So
we'll talk about those on another episode.
You guys updated.
Yeah, we will let you know how they work out. But I have to tell you, there's another thing that's been irritating. And why?
This is my irritation.
Yeah, so I'm going to let you start it off then. I let you start off the other one, but I'll give you this one too.
Well, you could start it off if you want, but
no, hit it, Jack. I got
you. The other night, I was having a rough night, and all I wanted was a fucking milkshake.
She's on her period.
Yeah, I just wanted a fucking milkshake.
By the way, that's another irritating situation. She seems to like to hit her period when it's like perfect timing for us to bang.
How did we not think about that one?
Between naps and fucking Marissa's biological fucking clock.
Mother Nature is a real fucking cunt. She comes every time he has a weekend off.
I gotta say, hey, little buddy, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Was it, and he goes, was it the nap? I'm like, nah, man.
No, man.
Oh, Mother Nature. Yeah, man.
No, and let me tell you, the worst part is, like, I'm still completely horny even when I'm on my period, you know? So it's like I'm sitting here and I'm struggling just as much as you, and I just want you to know that. I am so sorry, my friend.
Yeah. She apologizes to my dick all the time.
All the
Sorry,
time.
buddy.
I am so sorry. No. Okay, so yes, great way to start it off. On my period, I'm like, I want a fucking milkshake. That's going to, like, make me all better. To make up for not being able to bang. So Adam's like, I have to go to Walmart to go pick something up.
I needed a fan because
Yes.
it's hotter than fucking blazes in California right now.
And his feet are always on fire.
Yeah.
So
No, I don't
like,
have diabetes.
let me go, you
Sorry.
know?
Yeah.
And for once, he was like, okay, I'll let you go. And I was like, yes, I'm going to get out of the house and I'm going to go get that milkshake. And I walk into Walmart. And it's like 10 o'clock at night, and they're like, no, our ice cream machine's down.
Dude, what is with that?
I don't think they actually have ice cream machines.
Why do you clean your ice cream machine at fucking 10 p.m.? Why not clean it at 3 in the morning?
I don't think they're cleaning it. I just don't think they fucking have one.
No,
I've
clean
never
them.
seen it.
Because it happens at Jack in the Box, too. And I've gone there to get a shake, and they're like, sorry, we're cleaning the shake machine. Well, what the fuck? It's 10 o'clock, and I'm stoned.
Yeah.
I need a shake.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't have them anymore because I'm lactose intolerant.
Right.
But that's so irritating with fast food restaurants. First of all, everybody in America knows exactly what they're getting at every single fast food establishment when they go. So
Yep.
if they go to McDonald's, you either get a 10-piece chicken McNugget, or you get a quarter pounder with cheese, or a double
Yes.
cheeseburger, or a regular hamburger with French fries. You know what you're getting. If you go to Taco Bell, you get a Nacho Bel Grande, or you get the fucking 5-layer beefy burrito, whatever.
Yes.
You get what you get. And at Jack in the Box, you get your 2 tacos. You know what you're getting. And how many times have you gone there? And when you have a fast food craving, there is no other craving in the world for a female or male. So even with females, when they're on their period, if they're craving something from a fast food restaurant and the motherfuckers tell you, oh, we're out of that. What
Yeah.
the fuck? How do you
So-
run out of it?
You know what I did next?
What'd you do?
I fucking stabbed him in the neck.
No, you dropped fucking $120 at fucking Walmart on fucking shit food, on Kit Kats and fucking Reese's and all that stuff.
That scared me.
It did.
Did anybody else jump in their car right now?
Yeah.
I apologize. Remember when we said our child was awake? Yeah, I don't know if my phone died or what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
No,
that was
so
a short form of Cardi B.
Just get it real.
Yeah. Anyway,
so funny.
way to kill the vibe.
Yeah, so they were out. Their smoothies were out. Their shakes were out. I'm sitting here, and I was like, I'm going to walk into Walmart. I'm going to get my chocolate shake. I'm going to walk around. I'm going to be that bitch. I'm going to have, like, the best shopping trip ever. I'm going to blow all of my husband's money, and it's going to be great. And, like, first things first, no, all gone. We're done. So I'm, like, wandering around. I'm like, well, this is fucking pointless. What did I even come in here for?
Meh.
Meh. So, yeah, I bought other pointless shit instead to make up for it.
Yeah, just a bunch of chocolate and some Dove bars. I mean, she was thinking of me, though,
Yeah.
which is so sweet
I
because she
got
went for
you-
herself and she ends up getting me Dove bars and Reese's and Kit Kat bars,
Yes.
which our children ended up eating.
Of course. But I did.
Son of a bitch.
I got nothing for them. I thought of only you because you're the love of my life. I mean, yeah. And then I got myself some ice cream to make up for the chocolate shake and an outfit and some shorts and
Yeah.
some other stuff.
Where did you get those shorts? Oh, I just found them. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
And then you told me
Weren't
you
you
didn't
getting
like
a fan?
them.
Or you went to get a fucking shake and a fucking fan. So fuck you, McDonald's. If you would have had that shake, I would have had my fan in less than 15, 20 minutes.
And it
but
probably would
because
have
you,
only been $30.
yeah, because you didn't have that fucking shake, I'm out $130. I got my fan,
And I was gone an hour and a half.
and my wife got a pair of shorts. God damn it!
Oh.
Anyways, thanks for tuning into the highly irritable portion of the show. But yeah, I know you guys have the same problem. This is an issue worldwide. This is a pandemic where fast food restaurants run out of food or clean their fucking shake machines in the worst time they can clean them. And it always happens when you go. I mean, it's frustrating.
It's always when you want it the most.
It is.
To inconvenience you. But let me just say, I am mad at McDonald's. But have you tried their spicy crispy chicken sandwich?
No, you keep telling me about it, and I haven't had it because I've been laying off spicy food.
Okay, but they have a regular crispy chicken sandwich too. You don't have to get spicy. They have a regular crispy chicken. I have not tried that one. I'm sure it's just as good because I always go for the spicy.
Yeah.
If there's the option for spicy, I always go for it.
There's our plug for McDonald's.
No, fuck you, McDonald's, and
Sons
your
of
goddamn ice cream machine.
We just bitched about him and gave him a free fucking plug at the same
go get
time.
that
So
chicken
who's
sandwich.
the dumb person right now?
Go get that chicken sandwich.
Yeah, go fuck that chicken sandwich and fuck you, McDonald's, and fuck all you fast food restaurants.
Now I'm hungry.
Excuse me, for running out of food when we need it the most.
I really
When our
needed
craving
that shake.
sensors are at an all-time high, you let us down. So go fuck yourself.
I was. I mean, that I should have just started crying.
You should have. You should have said, I can't believe this. Or you
Why
could have
would you
just
do
left
that to
Walmart
me?
and gone down the street to the other place and gotten that other McDonald's. Wouldn't that have been a bitch if you left Walmart and you went to the McDonald's that's like 15 feet away from that one and they're like, sorry, our shake machine's down?
Or what if I came back to Walmart with a McDonald's shake and then did my shopping trip?
Now that's a fat boy move right
like,
there.
if they're like, oh, sorry, it's down. And I was like, oh, shit. And I walked out, went to the other one, came back, sipping on it, and was
Go
like,
get your own fucking McDonald's.
cheers, fuck you. And then did my shopping trip.
Oh, my God.
That's what I should have done. Damn.
Oh, anyways. Well, let's talk about what's going on with the Smith family. So yesterday, Father's Day was yesterday, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Sunday.
what day is it?
Sunday. I forget what day it is. But Sunday, our
Monday,
son
yes.
decided to do a fucking 5-foot swan dive off of the kitchen counter
No,
onto the top
it
of his
was
head.
Saturday night.
Saturday night, our son decided to do a 5-foot swan dive
Yes.
on the top of his head with his feet over the top of his head. So
Yes.
basically his neck took the brunt of the fall.
Correct.
And directly after that, we checked to make sure that he didn't have a concussion. I didn't think he did, but he started complaining about his neck. So I said, I'm going to take him to the ER because children have very sensitive necks.
Right. And it's like 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah. So Marissa stayed home with Nolan, and I took him over to the hospital, which, by the way, I have to say this. Normally I bitch about hospitals because I hate going to them. But the only hospital I will go to is this hospital down the street. It is Temecula Valley Hospital. I know I shouldn't say that on air, but I don't give a shit. It is what it is.
Yeah, just don't tell them what street we live on, for fuck's sakes.
I know, but they are the greatest hospital of all time.
They
And
really are.
Every time I go there, those people go above and beyond to take care of the people that are there, whether they believe you're actually feeling like shit or you're not. They will take care of you. And they took care of our fucking 4-year-old like champs. And I got to tell you, it is different when you lay your 4-year-old on an MRI machine. It's like heartbreaking when he's sitting there screaming, saying, Daddy, I don't want to do it. Let's just go home. He's literally telling the doctor, no, I feel fine. Look at me. And he starts like moving his neck. I'm fine. But he can't move it. Like he's literally in so much pain. But
Stiff
he's
as a
so,
board.
yeah, but he was so terrified of what they were going to do to them. They had to give him a CT scan to make sure. Okay, so actually, first of all, we get in there. They check him out, and they're like, okay, we're going to have the doctor come in and just make sure that we don't need to just send you home because he's okay. And I'm like, okay, cool. So they send the doctor in. The doctor comes in and touches his neck, and he goes, well, that's not good. And I'm
Oh.
like, oh.
How reassuring.
Fuck, he actually is hurt. And he goes, we need to do a CT and an MRI because there is something going on there. and he's speaking in scientific language, so I can't tell you exactly what he said, but that's what he said. The lady comes back in and says, so just so you know, he thinks that his neck might be fractured. And if that's the case, then we're going to have to send you to another unit. We're going to get an ambulance, and we're going to transfer him over there. He can't drive in a truck or anything. Okay. And now, you know, as a parent, you're like, oh, my God, my 4-year-old fractured his neck.
Right.
So they order a CT, and she comes back in the room, and she says, I just want you to know this is not going to be a short night for you. And I'm like, fuck.
Isn't that like the best thing to hear?
Oh, my God. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? Like, can you give me a time frame? And she goes, well, I would say 6 hours is going to be short.
Ugh.
I'm like, so you think we're going to be here for like 10 hours? She goes, yeah, maybe even longer, because the MRI takes forever. And I didn't really think about it. I raised a little bit of a stink. Anyways, they ended up pushing us through a lot faster than we should have been pushed through. And they handled it so great. Needless to say, Cash is okay. He did not fracture his neck. The experience we had there was amazing. I wish Cash didn't have to go through that, because he panicked on every level. Like, but I know, like, as an adult, there's no adult that is like super stoked about going and sitting in a tube. Like, I have claustrophobia too, so I was freaking out when they told me that I might actually have to go in there and hold him down. I was like, no fucking way. I was like telling him, Marissa, you can take that fucking earring out of your ear. I know you can, you little motherfucker. You just don't want to do it because you don't want to go in the fucking tube. But I was like, whatever, I'm his dad. I'll do whatever it fucking takes. It was like,
no.
yeah. Marissa
you
bitched out.
Bitch your ass in that tube. I've got a fucking cartilage piercing in like
Bitched
the
out.
depth of my fucking ear canal. I'm not taking that son of a bitch out to go in this tube. Are you kidding me? Like, I can't get that back in there.
She could have taken it out, but she
No.
bitched out, guys. Let's just be real. She bitched out. It's
No.
okay, because I stepped up to the plate
Stop.
and I
You
sat in
know.
that room
Mm-mm.
for 45 fucking minutes while that fucking thing made all these kinds of noises, and she got to talk to Cash through a microphone. I did not.
I did have the fun job.
And I couldn't even hear what she was saying to him. I just had to sit there and rub his foot. And he finally,
Yeah.
luckily, he finally fell asleep. It was
Yes.
wonderful. He got through the whole thing. We found out he was okay. And we got sent home. And it was, you know, as a parent, it's like, thank God. I'm glad I went. They all kept telling me, like, you did the right thing. And I'm glad I did. So if your child ever takes a swan dive off and your sister tells you, don't go, just give them some
Fine.
Motrin, tell them to go fuck themselves and take them to the hospital, because it's very serious. And from what I learned at the hospital, children are more susceptible to fractures, breaks, and dislocations in their neck because their cartilage has not formed yet. It's still really soft, so the bones can slide in and out.
Yes, it's not fully developed yet, and that's why it does not pull up on a CT scan.
Right, which I did not know that.
So that's why they had to do a MRI on top of a CT, in case anybody was wondering, because it doesn't always show on a CT because, the cartilage is not fully developed.
Yeah, in case anyone's saying, that's way too much radiation for a 4-year-old. Well, I'd rather
Yeah,
be radiated.
it is, but, I mean, it's better than a fucking broken neck. So,
Yeah, I would rather be radiated than have my child with a fractured neck.
correct.
That's simple.
But I was very impressed with our child.
No, I was too. He was a
He-
superhero, and he handled it like a fucking champ.
We thought that they were going to have to sedate him. They thought they were going to have to sedate him to get him into the MRI machine. And, like, you know, we were very patient with him. And we just talked it through with him.
Like an adult. Like, we had an
Yes.
adult conversation. Like, dude, you're either going to have to take a Valium.
Not even that. Not take a Valium. They wanted
Oh,
to
they wanted
do
to
the
use a
needle.
needle.
The guy, we thought it was going to be a pill, and I was like, okay, you know, maybe that might be best. And then the guy, like the anesthesiologist, came in and was like,
he was a
"Oh, they
dick.
don't even have the IV in him. The where's like that?" And I was like, "A fucking needle? You're not sticking a needle in my 4-year-old. Get the fuck out."
He was butthurt. He was
Yeah.
like, "Why would they fucking send me in here without? He doesn't even have a fucking IV." He was all butthurt. I mean,
he wasn't
thank
cussing,
God.
but you know,
But
yeah.
thank God that he was late. Number one, because it finally allowed Cash to. I held Cash like he was an infant again.
You rocked him to sleep.
And I rubbed his back and I made him breathe in and out of his nose, and he finally calmed down enough to where Marissa could talk him through what he was going to have to do. And he finally said, "I'm ready, Daddy. I'll go in there." And he laid down. He didn't cry. They put the thing over his face and they rolled him back in that tube. And he sat there completely still. And then eventually he passed out. It was the most proud mom and dad moment I think we've ever had.
Yeah, I
For
think
real.
he really just wanted to go home at that point.
Say hi to Nolan. He's on camera. Nolan is entering the picture at the moment. But with that said, that is what's going on with the Smiths. That was our interesting news for the week. And I think I'm going to head into my final thoughts. What do you think?
Yep.
There's Nolan. Say that again.
This is my daddy's show.
There you go. So anyways, moving into my final thoughts. Are you guys ready for this? Are you ready, Marissa?
I sure am.
Final thoughts. Here we go. Fuck fast food. Number 1. Number 2, hospitals are there for a reason. Utilize them. Your kids are the most important thing in your life. Don't be afraid to take your child to the hospital. I'm sick and tired of people shaming parents because they're scared for their child. It's a normal fucking feeling. You don't need to sit there and like, why would you feel ashamed for taking your child to a hospital? Regardless of the situation, it's better to be safe than sorry in that situation with your kids. I'm sorry. You're never wrong. So don't think you are. What the fuck? I mean, there's too many times I hear people saying, you know, like, it's not that big of a deal or it's this or that. Stop panicking. Stop being such a fucking drama queen, whatever. No, it's your child. You react the way you want to react, okay? And you do what you want to do, to keep you at peace, knowing that your child is safe, because we are the protectors, and we do what we need to do for our kids. So yeah, I took my kid to the hospital. His neck wasn't fractured, but I did the right thing, and they all said I did the right thing. And if you happen to ever see Marissa or I at the hospital with our child or by ourselves, come up to us and say hi. Ask us where you can get Highly Irritable merch. Go on to iTunes and leave us a review because you saw us at the hospital, and say, wow, they were such lovely people. They were so nice. They gave us hugs. They told us where to buy their merchandise. They told us that we could leave reviews on their podcast, Highly Irritable, on iTunes. It would help them out. They told us where to find their affiliate marketing companies, which are all in the show notes. They did all that for us. They were awesome. But the weird thing was, for some reason, I just had this funny feeling to look at both of them and tell them, go fuck yourself.